Hey guys, and welcome to Star Citizen. Let's go ahead and join the persistent universe. I just thought, today would be kind of a chill day to, you know, hop on here and maybe goof off. Just have a chill little day. Nothing too serious. I always liked this game because, it's not, I wouldn't label it as a game. I would label it as uh, more of a survival slash, uh, I'm blanking on the word all of a sudden. It'll come to me in a minute. Anyway, I just really like this game because you know, it, it's like a simulation. That's the word. Like a survival simulation. It's not really a game, so to speak. So it does take a little bit to load in, and everything that's in this game is rendered in game. Bro, I watched that episode, my guy. That was crazy lit. The very ending of that episode was nuts. With Unohara and Kapachi going at it in whatever zone it was. Yeah, that was a crazy lit episode, though. Uh, so, just to give you guys a heads up, frame rates might not be the greatest when you're in a city. I'm running a 1660 Super, so it might be a little choppy. True that. Yeah, the fact that she actually kills Kapachi, and like I think her Bankai is like the reverse time. I feel like or something. But anyway, where we're heading right now in the game is to the starport. There is no map, so to speak. You have to rely completely on signs, kind of like you would in real life. So, like, you got ArcCorp over there. You can go in there. You can buy ships. The TDT is the Trade Development Division. That's kind of where you'd go to buy stocks in game. That's still in the process of being worked on. It's a little shaky at times. They've implemented it a few times and they had to take it out because it's still not perfected. But when it is in the game, you can go in, you buy stocks, kind of like what you do in real life, and the game will trend on an upward or downward scale. It's all randomized depending on what players do for missions and what the AI in the game actually does. You can buy a stock when it's low and it can jump up high, or you can buy it and then it tanks. This over here is the Empire Hospital. That's kind of where we were just at. It's just a secondary exit. I already passed the gun shop, and now we're heading into the city flight or the starport. The convention center is still being worked on. There's a spaceport. So when the game, or I should say the simulator, fully comes out, if it fully comes out. Honestly, this game's been under development for quite some time, but it does make leaps when it, you know, per every version update, there are leaps to it. Just gonna turn off in-game chat there because someone's talking about a kidney. Right now we're waiting for the train. So what's cool about this game is everything that moves is actually a object in game. So like all those cars, all those, you know, ships down there, although they may not be player piloted, those are actually physical objects in the game. This train is a physical object in the game, so it's not like, you know, it teleports you or moves you to one place to the next without actually moving. It physically moves in the game. And if you're in a ship outside, you know, you can lock onto the train and see people who are in it. And again, you have to excuse my frame rates. This game's a little bit intense. My 1660 can handle it for the most part. Every now and then, you know, I might get dropped down to 20 frames, depending on how intense I'm running the graphics. Right now I'm running everything on ultra high. So I'm getting, I think, 30-ish, 40-ish frames. When I get into space, I get 60 plus. But yeah, just a giant city on Area 18 here. We're gonna enter the highway system. We have now arrived at the starport. So I do recommend, if you are to go on to the Robert Space Industries website and purchase the game, the Aurora, I believe right now, is on a black market sale, so to speak. It's basically just a generic sale. You can get it for, I think, 45 bucks. You get the starter game, or the Persistent Universe, I should say, and the ship Aurora, which is a decent starter ship. Personally, I recommend the Titan Aegis. I think that's a $60 purchase, and you also would get the Squadron 52, the campaign of this game that will be coming out probably within the next year or two. So now we're at the starport. This is where you'd come. You'd interact with these nice little screens. Now, right now they have, you know, they always give out certain ships to pilot for free. So out of all these ships, I really own the Carrack and the RSI Constellation Andromeda, which are the two bigger ships on this list here. As you can see, the Carrack requires 6. You know, it tells you the size of the crew that you would want. I'm going to go ahead and just take the Carrack out for a flight.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Just because, you know, I'm going to kind of show you the size or the craziness of how big this game can be. I've gotten lost in this ship when I first got it. Like I got lost. That's how big it is. Before I go, I'm kind of hungry, so I'm going to go ahead and quick buy the Powerade. No, sir, I don't want anything. I gotta take my helmet off so I can drink. And as you can see down the lower left-hand corner there, you're gonna see my water go up. So there is kind of a survivability factor to the game. You gotta eat and you gotta drink every now and then. You're not just gonna be able to run around and never eat, never drink. Not even increase my nutrients there a little bit. So while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and buy. Do I want a Cham? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a ham. Because why not? Eat my ham sandwich. Now I'm full. So I believe we were in Hangar 8. And before I forget, I better put my helmet back on. Oh, so when you're in an elevator, because you're actually moving in game, going into the inventory while on an elevator is not the best idea, as you can see. Like, the menu doesn't move with your character. It kind of stops where your character's at. So that's one thing they're working on. Like I said, this game's still highly in development, but I like it for what it is right now. How am I looking at health? I'll go ahead and throw a med pen on my number 2 there. I got my pistol on my side, that's good. And I'm actually going to drop these off at the inventory for the city, because these are pretty rare items. Ooh, what is this? Huh, I got a plushie. They must have gave me a plushie at some point. That's funny. So, yeah. I did not store that. I want to store it, please. Did it move over? It did. Cool. Alright. I got ammo. I got my scopes. Health. Alright. So, yeah. So this is the scale of the game. This is one of the larger ships. I won't say it's the largest, but it's, I want to probably say top 20 in size. Yeah. You can see why it needs 6 people. Let's go ahead and hop inside. Hopefully I don't get lost again. Alright, inside we go. So I believe we come up on the engineering bay, or deck, of the ship. We're going to go ahead and close the door. This always gets me to just how massive stuff is. It's crazy. So obviously in this ship you could store a smaller ship in the bay here. Extra small bay, so it'd be something around the lines of like a CX-8, which is a extra small ship. Alright, let's see. So we got the elevator there. I'm just gonna kind of walk you through. So here's the storage bay. There's a couple of these here in the ship. There's one here. And here's the additional cargo. I think there's 3 of these actually. Alright. And then you have the bottom turret that you saw on the ship here. Just crazy how big the ship is. I'm going to start getting lost again. I believe this is the elevator. So I'm going to go ahead and call the elevator. So right now we're at the back of the ship, as far as viewing a map. And the Robert Space Industries website, if you pull up these ships, they actually have like the full like layer by layer interior of the ship. Like you can, that they'll render on their website, so you can kind of, you know, scroll around with your mouse and check it out and see where everything's at. Right now, I believe we are on the habitation, or sorry, we're on the sub deck. So we're gonna go up one level, the habitation deck. So I believe this is the medical bay area. Yes. So the Carrack gets, I believe, 2 level 1s and a level 3. Or is there one here? No. So they have the 2 level 1s and the level 3 medical base. I figured I might run a medic today's game. I just kind of fly around and help out whatever players I find that need medical assistance. There's obviously lunch tables. You know, you can really billiards roleplay in this game, not gonna lie. Here's like where your medical officer would reside with their own little area. Kind of nuts, the detail that they put into these ships. And now we're going to enter the bottom half of the bridge. So this is the bottom bridge. You know, you can pilot the ship from here. I typically like going up to the top. It gives a little bit better of a view. So let's go ahead and do that. I believe there should be a elevator. Yep. So we're going to call the elevator down. And we're going to go up to the upper bridge. Alright, so this is the primary bridge. This would be your star map, typically, because I don't have, you know, enough people with me today. This would be your gunner. This would be your co-pilot. And obviously, I will be just your generic pilot for the day. Yeah, go ahead and get permission to take off.
You are clear to launch.
Let's turn up the engines.
Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
This always gets me, man. Just the first takeoff on the day. Gotta wait for them doors to open fully. Okay, it looks like they're fully open now. So yeah, this is our ship. Kind of giving you the top-down view of how it's going to look. There are 4 turrets on it. Obviously, a player man turrets currently. There are plans in the game to be able to slave turrets or make them AI controlled. But that is currently not in the game yet. So let's go ahead and take off. Some landing gear. Put the VTOL on because we're still in atmosphere. I guess we don't really need it.
Landing gear raised.
All right. And off we go.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Now this game is a lot more fun if you have friends to play with, obviously, especially when you have these bigger ships that are more than one person pilot or play it with. It's more of a role-playing game when you get the bigger ships. You know, it's not you know, I can pilot the ship, but I have no control over guns right now. So, like, if someone were to attack me, I'm completely vulnerable. Now, that being said, as long as you're not carrying a bounty from doing something illegal, you'll hardly get attacked by players. I'm not saying they won't attack you, because there are players who do player kill or do PvP, and it's always fun with PvP. Just right now, I'm very vulnerable because I have no gunners. But I just wanted to show it off a little bit, give you a little cruise around. Then we'll bring it back in here. So while we're at it, let's go ahead and pull up the missions. And we'll go ahead and do a contracts manager. And let's just see here. We're going to go ahead and accept the call to arms. And we'll go ahead and do another mercenary work here. And we'll say go ahead and protect the trial site. And we're going to go ahead and track that one. Alright. So we've accepted a mission to protect a bunker. It's 100 and obviously 20,000 kilometers away. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go to our map. I believe it should be on the moon Lyra. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and set the route there. And we're going to warp. I may lose the ship. You gotta wait for that quantum drive to fully charge up there. The bigger the ship, obviously, the longer it takes to dual warp. But now that we've spooled, we can go ahead and jump. So we've now arrived at the moon. And we got a spool next to our next location. The Shubin Processing Facility. And there are moon vehicles as well in this game. Personally, I don't own any right now. I could actually maybe go rent one. I could actually. Let me think here. Let me see if I want to do that. Nah. We'll go ahead and align there to the where we need to go. A little finicky there. And we're gonna warp to our little place. I don't think it took me to the right one though.
Quantum drive is now up.
Yeah, so I gotta go up to the OM1 there now. Let's go.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now up.
And we're gonna turn. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the cruise on. So we'll fly itself kind of as far as speed. It'll go up to where that red square is at. And I can control that with my wheel. let's go ahead and jump on in here. This might be a little bit scary because I'm coming on a top-down view here, so. Yeesh.
Quantum drive is now off.
And we'll have to see if this area here has. Take it off of cruise too, in case I need to stop. You don't want to go head first into a planet, or into a moon, I should say. That's never good. But we're gonna go ahead and see if that little dot down there. I better start slowing down, actually. Oh boy! Change direction. Oh boy. That's a big oh no right there. Whew. That would have been embarrassing. Literally crash. Obviously, the bigger the ship, the harder it is to fly. As you can tell, I have not flown the ship all that much. Alright, we're going to go ahead and slow her down below the 100-mile marker. Because we're coming up on the facility here. And I don't know if it's got turns or not. If it does, I'm going to have to land probably in one of these craters so my ship don't take damage. But I'd like to think because it's a friendly facility that the turns aren't lost yet. But we're going to find out. Okay. We're going to slow down a little more because we're coming up on it. I'm not taking fire, so that's a good sign. There are turns though, but it doesn't look like I can target, so yeah, let's go ahead and land. We should be okay, right?
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, landing gear is down. We're just gonna go ahead and bring it in a little more. Give me the straight. Oh, I'm hitting something. Probably a pole. Alright, so let's level out and let's go into our top-down view. Clear below? I am. And let's go ahead and plan it. Like a baby's bottom, we're gonna land this thing. Oh yeah, beauty. Alright. BEA beautiful. Alright, so now that we landed, and we are taking on the hostiles 10 out of 10 here. We gotta find. Oh, here's the bay for the additional ship that's actually opened. I don't know why it's opened. It appears like it's opened anyway. Maybe not. It might not be. I don't like that sound. Alright, so it doesn't seem like anyone is planning to rob me. I had to check the chat there because some people kind of shoot off warnings towards you. Yeah, let's pull out the big gun. Looking pretty clear. I'm just gonna go ahead and close up my ship because there are ship thieves out here. And we're going in. Might read the sub on this one. Reload that baby. Fully up. Let's move. So the AI is a hit or miss when it comes to combat. The thugs don't really shoot. The higher level thugs will clean the floor with you. So there's like mercenary thugs and there's your generic low level thugs. The low level thugs don't really shoot at you. The generic mercenary ones will literally put you on the ground in a matter of seconds if you're not careful. I do like how they've now implemented the blue triangles over your allies. I've already lost 2, it looks like, because there was 4. So I know there's someone in here. Here we go. I already hear gunfire. You definitely don't want to get caught out in the open, because you can get trapped pretty quick in this game. I mean, I'm talking like a couple bullets and you're down. Like that guy right there. Okay, we have 7 enemies left. There's a downed guy there. That looks like a friendly. He's wearing red. Reloading. These are the lower level thugs. They don't really engage you all that well. The guys with the armors will put you down if you're not careful. Like I said, there's basically about 3 levels to thugs. There's those guys, these are the level 2s, and then the level 1s will mess you up. Or I guess level 3s will mess you up, I should say. Yeah, see, like, should have been spotted there. AI, like I said, not fully aware. So the cool thing about this game is if you reload with a half emptied mag, you're not going to get 50 shots again in that same mag. It's going to be whatever was left in that mag or clip. All my friendlies died, so there's someone in here wiping this clean. Right there he is. Those are the guys that will wipe you out. As you can clearly see, he definitely wiped out my allies right there. 3 bodies. I still have one hostile somewhere around here. And if you die, you drop everything that's on your character. Then you have to come back and pick it all up. Alright. Alright, buddy, what you have on you? I don't want to drag you, but I guess I will. Drag you behind some cover, I guess, huh? Drop. Loot. So you can loot him. I'm gonna go ahead and take his mags, because I run that same exact gun. And I'm gonna go ahead and take his Medipen as well. His armor, I already got armor, so I don't need it. And I can't really carry it because I have a weight limit. And we still have one enemy remaining still here. So what's cool is, I believe they used to have this in here. I don't know if they do or now or don't. Oh no, the game. I used to be able to take out the mags, but they might took that out right now. Where is this last enemy? It's always the last one that's gonna bite me. So there's these boxes you can also loot as well. We'll have kind of cool stuff in it. Oh wow, this one's got a lot of good stuff in it. Wow. Ooh wow. Ooh wee. I don't know if I can carry any of this, which kind of stinks, but hey. What is that? That's light armor. Yeah, that's a plasma rifle there. Yeah, this is actually a very good. I did not expect to find this. What was this? So I want that mag, please. Wow. Like I said, was not expecting this type of loot. I would have brought more with me. Alright, well, I will take the scopes. Because you always want those. I'm going to have to leave the rest for now. What's this? PR 40, and I'm running a C54. Alright. Yeah. Very good loot box there, though. Not gonna lie. Right, let's go ahead and get this last guy. Huh. Is he in here? Just one bad guy left. I gotta find him. I'm wondering if he's just a generic thug, because I haven't heard anyone shoot. Oh, I see him. Alright, so I took him out. There should be another loot box, I believe, somewhere in here. There's typically 2 to 3 boxes per bunker. They definitely upgraded the loot you get in it, because typically those things never gave that much weaponry or ammo. So that was like very surprising to see that the plasma rifles and all that stuff in there. And let's see if I can find this second one. Oh, it's probably gonna be downstairs here if I have to take a guess right here. Yep. Let's see what's in it. Typically the green ones I want to say, ooh, they have a nice little yellow helm. Light armor, I'm gonna go ahead and, like I said, take that. Give me another mag. I'm gonna drag these over on top there. That'll give me 5. Drag these on top of one another, maybe? No? Alright, and I'll take the Gamma holograph. Sniper rifle. Again, it's just crazy that they have all these weapons in these boxes now. Karna. Alright, where's the Karna? Do I have it? You know what? Too large for container, too large. Yeah. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to. I'm gonna hold on. Because I don't have much ammo for this gun. I'm gonna burn it out. And then what I can do now is if I go here, I select said gun, drop it, and now I should also drop all the mags for it. So, which is a new feature. Typically you always held on to the empty mags, but they've now made it to where you drop the empty mags. So now I can go here. I'm going to actually click on and run Karna rifle. And throw a couple of those on there. And carry the rest, obviously. Like I said, if you had more players, you could do more looting. Obviously, you know, I'm just running it solo right now. But, you know, a couple players, you each bring a gun, you can carry 2 more out. You know, you're coming out with, you know, probably a dozen new weapons. And then, what's really cool about it is, I believe in the Carrack there is a weapon rack that you can put your guns on. So, you know, I can, since I'm carrying 3, I can only carry 3, but, you know, I have to keep one drawn at all times. I wonder if there's another opening I can get into under, besides the, may as well not try. We're gonna go ahead and lower down the railway here. And get on up into our ship. ahead and call our elevator. We're gonna go up to the, I believe, the habitation deck. Ooh, I kind of went through. I'm actually one below where I want to be, I believe, but that's okay. This here's the front. And I want to say there should be a weapon rack up here on the upper bridge. But you know, from here, you know, I can at least store my items onto my anvil. So, for example, I can now take my sniper rifle here, throw it in there, along with the what? Did I not grab the ammo? Must not have grabbed the ammo for it. I thought I did. Anyway, there are a few extra things in here that I don't have to hold on to, so let's go ahead and... Well, see, here's a cool thing. So I can attach these to my weapons now. So I can go over here, click on that, and attach it. I'm also going to go ahead and throw these all in here. Because it's better to have them in my ship than to have them on me. Now, if the ship blows up, which, if it does, you know, then I lose what's in it, but weapons aren't a huge deal, and it's very easy to kind of get back what you lose. Now, as far as, you know, like, obviously if your ship blows up, you have to pay, you know, to get it repaired, so to speak. Right now they're all under warranty. But like in this instance, you know, if I die, this is what I drop. My ship blows up, this is what I lose. So, anyway, escape pods. These are going to be a real thing in the future. They're in the works. I want to say the gun rack. Was... Oh, what is this? Oh, there's a drone operator? I didn't even know there was a drone in this ship. Huh. Who knew? Actually, I kind of want to... I'm now 100% curious. Okay, there should be a power on. Or this might not be a thing yet. Who knows? Not seeing a power on yet. So this may not be a thing in the game yet. So we're gonna go ahead and hop out. And who knows? I may not actually have a drone too. Like this could also be a thing. Yeah, it looks like the drones would probably sit up here and get launched out, so I might not have a drone. It may not be in the game yet. Service ladder. We're back at the bridge. I know the bridge is behind me. Still looking for that weapon rack though. Elevator. This is probably going to take me to a turret. Yeah, PT Trent 1, and then engineering. So these are the engines of the ship. Sounds like everything's working properly. So, huh. Yeah, it looks like everything's working right, so. Kind of forgot what it was to put my weapon away. There we go. Alright. Here we are. Back at the bridge. And we're gonna go ahead and take off. Raise our landing gear.
Landing gear raised.
Get us on out of here. I did not realize the Carrack was this fast. Wow. This thing can really fly.
Engines offline.
Am I still in the gravitational pull? I'm losing speed. So the answer is yes.
Engines online.
So the next thing I'm going to show you is the ship combat. So we'll go ahead and do a bounty, but this is going to require me to go back to the hangar at Area 18 and swap my ships. But before we do that, I just want to kind of give you a brief overview of what this thing actually looks like on the outside, as if you're, a person. For that,
Offline.
we sort of need to be in space. And I don't... Are we falling? Kind of hard to tell if we're falling.
Engines online.
I mean, you can see the...
Engines offline.
Do I risk it for the biscuit? I don't think we're falling, so I think we're good. I guess I'm going to find out as soon as I step out of the ship. If the ship continues to fall and I go with it, then... Oh, shoot. And the exit is... gonna go ahead and go down to the subdeck. Ah, so you hold R to stow your weapon. Garage. Alright. Moment of truth. If I fall out, then we're not in space. Oh dear God, this is scary. Okay, am I falling? Okay, I think I'm okay. I think we are in space. With no gravity. Okay. Phew. Okay, so we are in space now. Just to kind of give you an idea of the scale. We were in this thing not too long ago. Obviously, this is the underbelly. I gotta. There we go. And yeah, so this is the entire ship. This is what we were in. Sorry, I had an inch of my eye there. Ugh. Like, this is just the engine. Anyway. Oh, that is trippy. That is a beautiful thumbnail, though. I like it. Alright, so. And then there should be an airlock. Oh gosh, I just knocked myself. So right now I'm on top of the hangar bay, where another little like fighter pilot, like a C8X, would launch out. That's why I got gravity here, because gravity is being produced by the ship. There's one of the turrets. The turret bay is obviously in there. But as you know, we have left our bottom hatch open, so we're gonna go ahead and jump and get back into space here. Yeah, we're in. Close that door up, because that is just a scary, yeah, view there. And let's go ahead and call our elevator. And up to the technical deck. And like I said, this was the bay that we were just on top of. Alright, back to... Is this what I want? What is this? Yeah, it's just another thing. Excuse me. Alright. So let's go ahead and head back and swap out our ships. We're going to go ahead and head back to ArcCorp. Zoom in on that bad boy here. And we're gonna look for Area 18 if we can find it. Area 18, set route. So our engine's back on, and let's get this bad boy turned and charging. And yes, you could fly there real time. Like, I mean, like you could fly the whole 120,000 kilometers if you really wanted to. I mean, as you can see, it's getting smaller as I travel to it. But I mean, that's just insanity. Why would you want to do that to yourself, right? So, we're gonna go ahead and jump over. Alright. And where are we going to now? There she is. Good old Area 18. Now they do plan on implementing marker points for the starports for the cities that have them. Right now, there is no indication where the starport's at. I mean, you can look for it. They do have lights. They have red and white lights on them. So they're easier to find at night. Typically, when you're looking at Area 18, honestly, just look for the railway system right there. And that will tell you exactly where the starport's at. So that's where we're heading. Yeah, I know I'm nearing a restricted area. Waiting for the starport to hail me. Alright, we should be close enough now. I should be able to hail the starport. Nope, not quite yet. Ah, there it is. Please contact the land.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And there's my bay. So let's go ahead and land this bad boy. This behemoth of a ship. This ain't even the biggest one. I think the Idris is it's a capital ship, so I think it's around 200 meters or whatever it is long. This one's 120, so there's like another 80. There, we gotta slow way down. Did they give me the broken one? I think they did. So some of these bays, oh no. Yikes. I just had a collision there. It looks like I'm clear, so I'm going to go ahead and plant this bad boy. Coming in. Touchdown. Nailed it.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Nailed it. Alright, so while I'm here, because I know I did some damage to this thing. Oh, really? I did not do any damage to it. Wow. And I don't have to refuel either. This thing's got gas for days, I guess. Cool. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and shut down the ship.
Weapons offline.
Hop out the seat. And head on down to the subdeck. Thank you. Alrighty. Oh, it doesn't bring me with it. Sheesh. Alright, anyway. So, that's the Carrack. Big burly ship. Like I said, you need probably 3 people, I would say. You and 2 others to be able to really do anything with it as far as, like, getting the full gameplay, you know, like doing bounties and stuff, because you can't... Once a ship reaches a certain size, you no longer have pilot guns. And all the ships carry turrets that are specifically for other players to play while another player pilots the ship and obviously does countermeasures. So like that's one of those ships where you need, you know, the additional people to be able to fully get the game experience that you would want. For that, I recommend just joining, you know, any type of Star Citizen Discord. The community for Star Citizen is phenomenally welcoming. You know, they will help you in any way, shape, or form as a new player. So, yep, we're gonna go ahead and swap that out now
Welcome
for
to the
my
Airsoft
Connie.
Vehicle Retrieval System.
So we're gonna go ahead and store my Carrack,
From transforming worlds to exploring the stars.
and we're gonna retrieve my Connie.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
ArcCorp, investing in tomorrow's future.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar 12.
Please visit us again.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
And off to Hangar 12 we go. So this ship's not going to be anywhere near the size of the ship that we were just in. As you can clearly see, yeah. It's about half the size of what we were just in. So, I mean, we literally just landed that behemoth in this same exact type hangar. And now we got this small little guy. So now, if you're a beginning player and you know you've played with the Titan a little bit and you've liked the game and you want to do some type of upgrading, the Connie is probably the best overall one-man ship that you can get in game. You know, you don't need a friend to get the full experience with this ship. But if you do have friends that play, the ship has 2 turrets. It's got the snub fighter in the back there that you can launch. You know, you can have 4 people in this ship and they'd have full jobs, you know, running the ship. So this is kind of the one I would recommend if you want to have a decent sized ship, be able to kind of do everything. And if you have friends, you know, you can play with them in the ship. Like right here is the bottom turret, top turret. Like I said, you have the snub fighter in the back that can launch. But yeah, and like in this ship, you do have pilot guns. So like the pilot does have command over weapons, which is nice in this ship for its size. So let's go ahead and get that going.
You are clear to launch.
And then we'll even go ahead and grab a bounty while we're here real quick. Contracts, bounty hunter. So as a bounty hunter, this is where you can kind of get into the PvP aspect of things. So this one right here, this is a player bounty. When it has question mark RT, that's a player bounty. So there's a player that's got a 9,000, you know, player bounty on their head right now. And when you accept it, it'll tell you the player name. But right now we're not gonna go ahead. We're not gonna hunt. Well, it's a little harder to hunt a player, so we'll just go ahead, do the typical bounty right now, and we'll go ahead and again turn on the engines. And I believe I've already. Yep, I did. So let's go ahead and take off. Okay, there is a Pisces that far out. I'm just targeting him right now to kind of get an idea of who he is.
Thank you, and please visit again.
That appears to be a possible another player, but you never know. Go ahead and get boosted. Set that to cruise. We're gonna go ahead and figure out where this next guy's at. Okay, he's on the moon Walla. So we're gonna go ahead and that's my target's last known location, huh? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and set the route. And with the smaller ship, we can spool a little bit faster now too, so that's always a good thing. see if there's anything near. There is. So we're gonna go ahead and warp onto the Wasp. And here we go. I wonder if this is a ground bounty. That's what's kind of looking like here. Turn off cruise. Alright, what do we got? Really want to hit the speed down. Okay, they do have a turret, so we're gonna go ahead and gimbal up, light up that turret. Turret's now destroyed. I don't see any other turrets, so that's always good. And it looks like this is an, oh, nope. There are more turrets. Taking hits. Turret down. Turret down. Whew. So, I don't know if you can see that, but as you can see there, they almost took down our front shields. We do take minimal damage with our shields up, but very minuscule amounts. Especially when they're energy weapons like that. Now, if it was kinetic, I think the shields don't block as much, but obviously the ammo, they just respawned in. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna have to take off, get out of here. Yeah, they're really hitting the ship. Alright. Not good. Alright, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to kind of land where the turrets can't see us then, because they just spawned right back in. That's another thing that's kind of got to be worked on a little bit in this game is, you know, how things spawn in. Like they're targeting me right now, and they can't even, they shouldn't be able to see me. We're just gonna have to probably land here, I think, and then run our way in. Touchdown. All right. This is kind of where the ground vehicles would kind of come in handy, but I don't have any, so yeah. That's a-okay. I guess I could have landed a little closer, but actually before I go, I'm going to... Oh, my cargo bay was down. When did that go down? Huh. Weird how that was a thing. Button should be here. Or is it over here? Guess my cargo bay is gonna... there should be another button. Oh, anyway. Not gonna worry about that. Kinda gonna worry about that. Huh, weird. Well, I'm gonna send my elevator up, I guess. Even that ship's pretty big. Alright. Gonna go kill this guy. I don't like that it hurt me. It took 2% of my health off. I mean, I'm on a 0.6 gravitational. You wouldn't think that'd hurt me. I get I fell like a stupid amount of distance, then yeah. I mean, as you fall, you gain speed. Yeah, there's nowhere near the land to not be in the sight of the turns, unfortunately, in this one. Oh, this is gonna hurt me again. Ouch. Yeah, that's one thing. You know, you can blow up the turrets, and then you might just automatically respawn in. It's kind of like one of those things with the game right now, as I said earlier. And yeah, see, they're still trying to shoot my ship, but they can't. It's one of those things that needs to be fixed in the game. All right. Almost there. Hit. Hit. All right. Man, those things are just trained on my ship. See, if I would have came and did this with the Carrack, I wouldn't have been able to fight back. Alright, I got 3 clips. Going in. Going in alone. Got no backup. got my objective. Yeah, see, that's the... Yeah, they kind of see this is the sort of the limitation on the game a little bit. You know, I can pop out, these guys won't shoot me. So, just one thing with the game to mention, the AI is not the greatest right now. These guys here would shoot. That guy would shoot. Joe's taking a very long time to die. Sheesh. Alright. So I do have a couple more mags of this, so I will be throwing that on my guy real quick. Loot. Give me that, and what do you got? PR. Okay. Nothing else. Loot. I will go ahead and also take your medication thing. What else you got? Shotgun? Nah, trash. What do you got? PR, mag, alright. Nothing good. Alright, I think I killed everyone now, so let's go ahead and see if we can find those boxes to loot. Guess I didn't kill everyone. Thought I did. Alright, anyway, we already cleared it, so let's go ahead and get her on out of here. I don't think there's going to be any loot boxes. Up this way. Yeah, just emptying that clip. And we're going to surface level. Let's see. If my ship's still there. And we'll be right back, because I'm not going to make you sit through this twice. Come on now. Go. I do like the moonwalk though, you know, like you get longer jumps. Jeezums. Chill out, my guys. It's getting up there at 132. The trip down's always faster than the trip back up. I'm gonna be real sad if my Kanye's gone. Yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Come on, baby. I mean, as you see, yeah. You know, the rocks don't sit fully right. If I had to compare it to like a game that was flawed when it kind of came out, so No Man's Sky, right? I put this on the level of No Man's Sky when it first came out, but having the ability of having multiplayer. You know, and then also, you know, having the ability to walk in and out of your ships. You know, this is kind of like the mixture between No Man's Sky and Elite Dangerous, so to speak. I like to think that Elite Dangerous' Odyssey expansion pack kind of copied off of Star Citizen a little bit, because they made it, you know, you're able in that expand or in that update to be able to have a character like so and get in and out of ships. Now you can't. I don't think you can fully explore a ship like the interior like so. Which I'm gonna go and quickly close. I think my cargo might be broke actually on the ship here. That's too bad. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna be able to come up. That's alright. Anyway, we're gonna go. Oh, before we do so, alright. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the video here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you want more content like this, or you have any suggestions on what I should play, please feel free to reach out to me in the comments below. And if you find yourself coming back, feel free to hit that subscribe button because you're already coming back to watch more videos. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.